So I am actually packing right now because I told you guys before I'm going on my family vacation. And before I decided to leave, I was like, you know what, let me get these 90-day Fiance reviews in, because if I don't get them in now, I'm probably not gonna do it the next week. And that's not fair to you guys, okay? Also, this is one of the looks that I'm taking. I won't let you know where I'm going just yet, but if this is any indication of where I might be going, let me know in the comment section below if you think you have an idea of where I'm gonna go vacation with my family for a few days. And as I was packing, I was just like, you know what, let me see what this looks like on camera. I haven't worn this in a minute, so yeah. I'm in my vacation bag right now. As you guys know now, I normally watch the reviews and take notes, and then I put up a review, but because this show seems like it's going to be such a mess, I watched like 5 seconds and was just like, hell no, I'm doing this live. So it's not like live, but I'm actually recording my honest reaction from the first time viewing it. If you like this kind of video from me, let me know, because normally I do a more structured one, just because there are some points that I really want to get across and sometimes it comes off jumbled. But let me know what you think of this one. I haven't done one of these in a while, so we're going to take a risk and see how it works out. Let's get into it. Now wait a minute, okay? So first of all, we open up with Miss Jenny, okay? Who is a good 60, a really good 60 for a fair skin. Can we tell the truth and shame the devil? That sun be hitting y'all different. Anyway, she's packing up, and I think she's moving to what? Did she say India? I'll go back. I'll go back and correct myself. But I think she's packing up and moving to India to be with like the love of her life. So she says. So she's getting her things together. And her oldest daughter, this is the thing, can we talk about this? Her oldest daughter is 26. She says she has 3 children. I'm like, how old are the other 2? And you're packing up and leaving for good. She said, the hell with these kids. I saw some young peen on the internet and I'm going to get it. Anyway, so her daughter is like the Chola version of her. Because I was looking and I said, this is Miss Jenny if she was a Chola. You know what? Let me know if I can say Chola. I've been out in LA too long. There are certain things that I just pick up. Let me know if that's offensive and if I can't say that. What you're not going to do is have me get my channel taken down for being racist. Because listen, have y'all heard the tea? YouTube is not playing. They are getting rid of them little hate channels. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Unfortunately, with all of YouTube algorithms, there are some good channels being taken out. No, not no good Nazi channels. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying there are anti-racism pages that are being hit because YouTube only goes by algorithm. They rarely check which page they're trying to hit. I've gaggled on enough. Just let me know if that's inappropriate. Because I just realized that. I was just like, you know what? I'm saying Chola, but I'm bad. And I'm sensitive about my people, so just let me know. Anyway, my daughter is, you know, the ghetto LA version of her. And she's helping her mom with no like apprehension. And I was worried about it. I was just like, you're not going to send anything yet? Like, she's helping her mom get her clothes together to go move and be with this guy. Now, listen, I was like, you know what? Maybe she, you know, found somebody later in life. When this freaking Instagram model came up on my TV, Michael, you scamming. And I'm so surprised that Miss Jenny's kids hasn't told her this. Because when I saw these pictures of this dude, I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way that man, that young, fine man, no shade, wants 60-year-old Miss Jenny. No. Scam. Okay, so Michael was scamming. Michael was actually Summit from India, who's 30. He's still scamming. No, Submit. You scamming too. I don't for 1 second believe that that is the first time he's used that man's image. First of all, have we found who that guy is that he was catfishing with? Because yes, daddy. But I don't think that that's the first time that he's used that guy's image. I think he's catfished a lot of American women, and poor lonely Miss Jenny was the only one who really took the bait. Let me tell you something. I am praying for a pregnancy like Tiffany's. She had no idea that she was pregnant until she almost gave birth. That's like a pregnancy dream, aside from having a period. Because I was just like, ooh, It's the only good thing. Well, also giving birth to a child, but not having a period. Oh. But I was just like, what? Girl, I want that. I would have so many children right now if I had pregnancies like Tiffany. Can you imagine? You're just out at Costco shopping, minding your business, and the next thing you know, you sneezed and got triplets. Girl, I want that. Tiffany, I think she's getting scammed. And I feel so bad. I feel bad for Miss Jenny too. But Tiffany is involving her son, and I think that she is really, really into Ronald. I don't think it's reciprocated because they've only met twice. She met him once when she was visiting South Africa. They didn't really explain why the hell she was there. Maybe she was just on vacation with her girls, but they didn't really explain that. Then she goes back 6 months later to see him again, and he proposes. Something up, girl. This is my theory. Tiffany is a very pretty girl, right? I think she's self-conscious about her body. And I think because she's not very comfortable in her own skin, she will accept certain things that if she was all the way comfortable and confident in who she is, I don't think Ronald would be anybody she would be interested in moving to South Africa for, especially bringing her son and changing her entire life. I think this is her wanting to be loved and wanting to be validated by any means necessary. And unfortunately, I think it might end up tragic for her. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no single mom go to South Africa with her son to get scammed. If she's 50, you know what I mean? If she a grandmom who good and grown, ain't got no real responsibilities, it's like, okay, we'll watch that train wreck. But this one, ooh, this feels icky. Okay, so I'm not from Washington and I'm not Mormon. I don't know if this is something that y'all do, but can y'all tell me why Corey has a Mercedes Benz and he lives in a cabin in the woods? What the hell you doing with that Mercedes in the woods? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Evelyn is tricking Corey. Let me tell you something. She had him in there spending all that damn money on them JCPenney outfits. I don't know how that came up to $780, but she set that stuff down and she sat there and looked at him and I said, oh girl, you got a good little trick. But listen, Evelyn, I don't know if that money is still going to flow through Corey in Ecuador. Might have been better off doing 90 Day Fiance, the regular one, because I just don't know how it's going to work with him. But you know what? In saying that, I think, let me tell you something. TLC has a gold mine with these 90 Day Fiance shows, and I guarantee you we're going to see some of these couples on the regular 90 Day Fiance, because I think what's going to happen is that some of these couples are going to, some of the Americans are going to go to where their mates live, and it's not going to work out. I guarantee you might be 2 or 3 that still, act like they have some kind of love. And then next thing you know, they're on the regular 90 Day Fiance. Because for them, it's another check. For TLC, it's another check. Like, it's business at this point. I think that might happen. And I think that Corey and Evelyn will be one of the couples. Because I don't see Corey surviving in Ecuador. I don't see it. I don't see it. He is on a Mormon compound in Washington. What the hell he gonna do in Ecuador besides cry and burn? Nope. Not gonna happen. You got $40,000 out of this man in 6 months? Impressive. I mean, for a regular working American man, okay, that's something. That's probably half of what he makes. Okay, Evelyn. I see you. You can learn a thing or two from Lizzie from Love After Lockup. That girl know how to trick. Get your weight up, sis. Get your weight up. Evelyn told Chris that in Ecuador, the man is the provider, so she's not used to working. Good one, sis. Good one. Miss Jenny, I can't get over it, because if this was my mom, I would be like, I would have family interventions. I would shut this down. I would never let my mother move to another country for a man. I would not, especially a dude that's 30 years younger than her. Like, I would never let her do something like that. So I'm just shocked that they're just letting her pack up and go. Maybe the whole family is scamming. Maybe the daughters are just like, you know what? Let's get her out this damn house so we can live our best lives. You know what I mean? Or maybe they think that she'll eventually come back. This is what I think. I think what's going to have to happen with Miss Jenny is that she's going to just have to run out of her savings. $6,000. Oh, God. Your savings is $6,000. What are you, 20? You are a grown woman moving to another country. You don't know that $6,000 is not going to get you through? But I will say this, $6,000 can go a really long way in India. Her financial advisor said that she could last off of that for about 6 to 9 months. That's great. It had me thinking. I was just like, do I have a sum that I want to check out? You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, oh, that's nice. 6 to 9 months. But I think what's going to have to happen is that her and Summit are going to have to blow through her savings before she sees who he really is. That's what's just going to have to happen. This might be the second couple that will be on the regular 90 Day Fiance. I'm telling you guys, this is all TV. This is all TV. I do, however, think that Tiffany is the real deal. I do think that she is really in it with Ronald, just played on the heartstrings of a very lonely American girl. And I think that now he's in a situation where he's just like, ooh, I got to see where this can go. And I'm going to be on national TV. I might be able to get to America. I'm telling you guys, we are going to see some of these couples on the regular 90 Day Fiance. It's about to be all hella 90 Day Fiance incestuous. It's going to be good TV though, so we'll be there. Oh, hell no. So if Miss Jenny becomes a citizen of India, she then revokes her 401k and she's still considering doing this? Where are her kids? Oh, hell no. Mom, you're not messing up everybody's money. Nope. No. TLC, don't let this woman give up her 401k. Y'all know she getting scammed. Please talk her out of this. So now we get to Paul and Corinne. Let me tell you something, TLC, you and your editors, y'all a whole damn fool. Because there was no reason why y'all had to show us Paul and that windbreaker and them big boots running into Amazon to get away from Corinne. When she finally caught up with his dramatic behind, he's in there texting her, I'm no good for you. I'm just like, he is so extra. I cannot wait to see him and the other corny brother. They're going to be good TV. I was so excited for this season. When I saw that they were a part of the cast, I was just like, TLC, you got me for another show. You know what you're doing over there. You know what? Paul was actually one of the Americans that I just did not like on this show because I did not like how he treated Karine and how he treated Brazil. It was just like, you're in a different country, okay? Just be respectful. Things are different. Everywhere is not freaking America. If you are leaving America and traveling somewhere else, please expect for it to be different. So I just did not like how he acted towards Karine. I did not like how he acted towards her family or her culture or Brazil. Like, I just did not like it. He was so over dramatic. He was like wearing all of these protective things. And I was just like, how disrespectful. Which is why her father never warmed up to him. And then after they lost their child and they have this rainbow baby, he goes on 90 Day Fiance Live and say, oh, we need to have a DNA test. Excuse me? Although, listen, I will say this, Paul. If that baby come out and it don't have none of your alabaster features, not even a 1, that's when you have the DNA test, okay? If it comes out and it's Idris Elba, you got problems. But until then, do right by your wife. Tiffany's wedding dress. Does South Africa have a winner? Because I was looking at that like, oh, sis, there is no ventilation. You wear that in South Africa? I've never been, so maybe they do have a winner. Like, does it snow there? Because aren't y'all close to the equator? You know, listen, I went to foreign art school. Oh, girl. Ronald is a whole thug. Tiffany. No, I'm not okay with this. I am not okay with this. This man said that his gambling addiction was so bad. One time his mother came home and her whole house was empty. He sold everything in her house so he could gamble. Tiffany. You know what? Sad to say, this is going to be good TV with Tiffany. Girl, you're bringing your baby into this? He got a problem, sis. And he's just naming off the things. I got locked up for burglary. Oh, I'm not even going to try to do that South African accent. Forgive me. That won't happen again. He got locked up for burglary, speeding, drunk driving. Tiffany, you can get that here in America. You know what I mean? You don't got to go to South Africa and get it and take your baby. Oh, and I would say it's because she's young, but 27? That's when you're getting close to 30. You're starting to get your life together, starting to see things, starting to see red flags a bit quicker. Sis. Whoo, Lord. You know what? 90 Day Fiance. Can y'all, let's bring Ronald to America, because I'm telling you, if they get on a regular 90 Day Fiance, Ronald is going to set America ablaze. Good TV. Good TV. This man is in rehab. When he gets out, he's going to have 8 days of sobriety, hopefully. And then he's getting married to Tiffany. You know what, Tiffany? Sis. Do y'all get these people psych evaluations? Because this don't seem like something that a sane woman would do. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with Tiffany. Let's get the background on her, because it can't be all Ronald. Because for you to look at this man and be like, you know what? That's a catch. That's the man I want to be my husband. Something not right. Something ain't adding up. Oh, you know what? Is it the South African peen? Because, girl, that messes us up. Is it that? Is Ronald putting it down, Tiffany? Let us sister know. Maybe that's it. Maybe she went down there and she got some of Ronaldo's South African peen and she wasn't right ever since. Maybe that's what happened. She was probably like, I ain't never been, I was going to say, dick down by an American man like that before. Maybe that's what it is. Oh gosh, ladies, we gotta stop letting the penis get us in situations that we can't get out of. Woo! That thing was so good. She moved her son to South Africa. Not saying that South Africa is bad. I want to go. Not where Ronald lives, because it don't. I don't want to be by no Alabaster thugs. Not in South Africa. Only in New York and Philadelphia and Boston. Let me tell you something. Them white East Coast thugs, girl, they had me messed up in high school. Let me stop. Let's move on. For the people who watch me in South Africa, is it like that down there? Do the men be having y'all crazy like this? Let us just know. Ciao. Just for a taste of it. Just a taste. You know, I might never come back. Go to South Africa one time and be like, Mama, I ain't never coming. Let me stop. Let's talk about Evelyn and how she set that Mormon dinner ablaze. Girl, when she was sitting there and the family was just like, well, you don't like America? She was like, it's not for me. Basically, Evelyn is like, this place is too white. Like, they got her on a compound. She can't drive. She can't work. It's all it is her and turkeys. That's the brownest thing there is her and the turkeys. She's surrounded by his family. She doesn't agree with the Mormon religion. So it's hell for her. It really, really is. I think if maybe she had a job or if she could drive and she could get out from being in that horror film. Because I was just like, you know what? It looks really cute in the daytime, but at night, horror film. So she's probably just ready to get around people that look like her, to get around her culture, because she just feels so starved from it. But what I wanted to talk about was when she sat there at that table and looked at Corey's mother and his father and was just like, well, the man is supposed to provide. In my culture, I stay home and I take care of the house and he brings in the money. She was like, the man is supposed to be the provider. And Corey put up his hand. He was like, yeah, well, that's me. And the mom was like, you know, she was screaming inside. Even the sister was like, oh, hell no. That's going to be the one. That sister, she's going to be the one that's going to be in Corey's ear. And she's going to be like, come home. Don't sit there and take that. She's going to be checking up on her brother every day to make sure everything is okay. Because little sisters don't play. Especially with their brothers. Child, Evelyn, you let this trick go. Let this one go. Because this don't seem like, this family seems really sweet, but they got some claws. Hey guys, let's talk. Don't be Corey. He done fell in love with this girl. This is what probably has happened. Evelyn was probably one of Corey's first sexual encounters. Not saying that he probably didn't have had sex before he met Evelyn. I think that Evelyn rocked his world like women of color do. It's the truth. So I think that he had never met a woman like this before, and he's so enamored with her. But now he wants to lock her down, but he overlooked so many things about her. So now that it's getting to the point where he's really serious about her now, he wants her to open up to Mormonism. She was always adamant, this ain't for me, right? She done told them people at their damn dinner that they was in a cult. I was like, Evelyn, I like her. Because she don't have no filter. Corey's mom was like, well, you know what? I want to be a grandma one day. And she was just like, well, Katie can have kids, talking about his sister. And I was like, Evelyn, you about to be my favorite on this show because Corey wants to have kids. Evelyn said hell to the no. So I'm like, you can't do that. If you are with someone and they tell you from the beginning, even while you're dating, I don't want kids, I'm not converting, don't go any farther if that is going to be something that you want later on in life. Because listen, I used to work for the Union for Reform Judaism. I used to be an Introduction to Judaism registrar, and I used to also work reception. Like as an Introduction to Judaism registrar, I'm not Jewish. It was just, I temped there for someone who was Jewish. When she got sick, she couldn't finish the job anymore. And they were just like, you know what? We normally give this position to a Jewish person, but we like you. Stick around. So, I just kept the job. It was always a surprise when people came there asking for me. And I was like, hey guys, how are you? They're like, oh, I'm black. They never said that. But anyway, Introduction to Judaism registrar, I would always get women. I only had one guy, but the majority were women. And they were all coming in with, oh my goodness, I'm marrying my husband in 2 weeks. I have to be Jewish by the wedding. And we're just like, oh no, this is the process. You cannot do it right away. But I remember I had one girl who was crying, travailing, like just breaking down when she was in my office signing the paperwork to convert to Judaism. And as an Introduction to Judaism registrar, I can't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's my job to sign you up for your classes and that's it, okay? So she's in there like breaking down. And I just said to her, do you want to come back? Because listen, sister, you came in here. You're not going to sit up here and have me stressed out and falling all out because you don't know if this is something that you really want to do. But the thing is, all tea, no shade, her man was loaded. This dude has some money. Tell all my work business, let me tell you something. You got to go through and verify everybody. I was just like, you know what? If this don't work out, if you want a little flavor, come on down my street. But she was just really, going through it because she didn't want to convert to Judaism. But his family was not going to let her marry him if she was not Jewish. And they were like a wealthy family, so she had to do it. But I'm sitting over here and I'm just like, girl, I get that he got money. It gotta be another way. Like, just get a second job because this is something that you do not want to do. And you're forcing yourself to do something that should be so beautiful. But you're having a terrible experience. And I know that God is sitting there looking like, you know what, girl, it's okay. I'm not even going to accept your paperwork. I'm not even going to accept your prayers because this ain't what you want to do. I understand LA rent is expensive, but go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. So I said all that to say, don't be a Corey. Please, if you are with somebody and they tell you who they are from day one, believe them. They're not going to change. All you're loving ain't going to change that person because you'll end up in a situation like Corey. He keep on trying to push Mormonism and kids on this woman, and she said no. Several times. She even said no in front of his family. That's the tea right there. When your partner says it in front of your family, they want y'all all to know. No more discussions. I said what I said. Ugh, Corey, this is not going to end well. Good TV. Wait. What kind of job does Paul got? Because when he sits down with the lawyer to talk about Karini's visa, he's just like, because he has to be making a certain amount of money to bring in Karini and her child. Listen, I'm here for it. The United States wants to know, if you are bringing your wife and your child here from another country, can you afford to cover them? Because our welfare right now is full. Listen, I tried to get on Section 8 years ago when I first moved out to LA. They told me that the waiting list was 10 years. I was like, never mind, because if I need welfare in 10 years, shoot me. Anyway, Paul was like, well, how much do I have to make? And the dude is like $26,000. I'm like, oh, okay. And Paul was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, what? That's a part-time job at Forever 21. You can't get that. How you want a whole wife and a baby and you can't even make $26,000 a year? Paul, that number is very, very low. And I'm not judging anybody who like makes 26,000 or less. I get it. I have been there. Let me tell you something. It just started getting good, okay? So I understand. I'm talking about Paul. Now he can get a job. Paul can get a job. Paul don't want to work. I've been doing odd jobs on the farm. You got a whole wife and a baby. You better do odd jobs on several farms. What are you doing? He could go take a trade class. He could become a trash man. And they make bank. Or a truck driver. None of these white dudes on this show want to be a truck driver. What is it with white men of 90 Day Fiance and them being opposed to driving trucks? That is good money. But you know what? He seems a little short. He might not be able to reach the pedals. Paul's mama is all of us. She is fed up. So Paul in the meeting gonna look at his mom and be like, well, you know, maybe I can get a co-sponsor. And she was like, no, you can't. And so then they're driving in the car and he was just like, well, she's my wife and she's about to have my baby. You don't want to sponsor her? And she was like, no, because I'm sponsoring you and I don't want to sponsor two people. Yes, mom. Yes, mom. Finally, a parent on 90 Day Fiance who tells the truth and sticks to it. See, Paul can't do that mess with his mom that Elizabeth does with her daddy. Never. Listen, Mama Paul was like, no, I'm not helping you. You made your bed, you lie in it. I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna have a good old time while you over there in Brazil acting a damn fool. Yo, and she is not letting up. Paul was like, you do know if I go there, I can't come back. She was like, well, okay. He was like, Mom, you so you're not gonna help me? She was like, well, we'll pray about it. He was like, pray? What prayer is gonna do? She was like, well, I don't know. We gonna pray and see what happens. I love this woman. This is the kind of parent that these people who are on 90 Day Fiance need. Because she's not helping Paul with this foolishness. She told him, she said, I'm struggling. I can't help you. He still decided to go to Brazil, marry Karine, and get her pregnant. That's on him. She said she couldn't do it from the get-go. She never backed up from that. And then he's going to try to manipulate her. Well, you won't see me or your grandchild. And she was like, well, all right. That woman is black. I was sitting here watching this like, this is a whole black mama. She said, I can't help you. It is what it is. We'll pray and see what happens. Whoo! So Tiffany finally tell her mama and her sister that she is about to marry a South African thug. Okay? She was just like, he has a gambling addiction. He lost his job. He's been locked up. Like, it's a mess. And I'm very bothered by her. Because she says he had something so vicious overtake him. And it was very scary. Why are you bringing your son into that? Not saying that a man has to be perfect, but if he has a sickness, honey, you're not his wife yet, okay? Get out of this. Get out of this. 2 years clean, 8 days clean is not enough time. I'm speaking as a child of an addict. Me and my dad, I didn't talk to him until he was going on a good 7 years clean. And even then, it's still... You don't know. You don't know. But I had to see him be consistent before I even started a relationship again. It's too early. He's going to be 8 days out of rehab. And then you're bringing stress upon him because you're going to be the immigrant. So you can't work yet. So him without no job, this criminal record, he got to provide for himself, you, and your child, and then also cater to you to make you feel comfortable because you're in another country. You are a whole trigger, Tiffany, a whole trigger. And her poor mother is just like trying to be as cool, calm, and collected as she can be. But the more Tiffany tells her, she's just like, oh, okay, he has a gambling addiction. Like, she's just going nuts. Gambling addiction. He's not the guy you don't touch him, but I don't want you to already marry. She was breaking down, trying to keep it all together. I just felt bad for her. Tiffany's not making a good decision. She's not. Not saying that Ronald is a bad guy. I just don't think that right now he needs to have a wife and a child. Not right now. Let's talk about Summit. I like him. I like Summit. I still think that he's scamming, but there's something about the way he talks about Jenny that I'm just like, there's something there, guys. There's something there. He did say this, and I wish that this was something that we did in America. Because in America, we have this idea that you're 18 and you're adult, so we just like, you fend for yourself, you know what I mean? And we look down on people, especially men, if they're still living with their parents. I like that, you know what I mean? And I can check myself in my own bias, you know what I mean? There have been times where, I have been talking to a dude and he says he lives with his parents and I'm like, ooh, but I'm working on that because I think that that's so childish to think that somebody is less than, because especially in this economy, they're living with their parents. As someone who has lost her grandmother and misses her dearly each and every day, when he was talking about how he lives with his parents and his grandparents, I actually was just like, I would love to live in a big house with, my grandparents and my parents. Like, I would love that. All of those generations. But let me tell you something. When me and my man get married, we not coming back and living in here. Y'all not going to be in my business. That was the only thing I was just like, no. But I think that's something I'm going to implement with my children. I'm going to be like, you know what? No, you're not 18 and grown and I throw you out. Live here until you get married and then you and your spouse go and, create a new home. But yeah, I like that. What do you guys think about that? I feel this way also because I moved out of my home when I was 17 and I've been away from my family for so long that I miss them so much. And even though my family has moved out here now and we're living together, I still, I still would have loved that, just to be in a big family home and just living with all of those generations, all that history, all that love. Of course, it would have been like, little bickerings or whatever, but, man, I would have wished I would have lived with my grandma, all that history. Because I got so much history from her when I went to go visit her. But could you imagine the history I would have had if I just lived with her? I like that. I'm gonna start that. Americans, especially millennials and zennials, and who's after that? I don't know, yennials. Listen, let's start implementing that. Let's change the generations to come because, first of all, we broke, okay? Second of all, we're losing so much of our history and culture and family. Let's bring this back. Let's start something new. Now, some of y'all in my comment section, if you can't stand your family, please don't comment. I can just hear one of y'all right now. I hate my family. I'm not moving with them devils. I get it. Because when I say family, I'm talking about my mama's side of the family. My daddy's side, listen, nuck if you buck. And Summit loves white girls. I said, thank you. Listen, let the white woman deal with him. I think he liked white girls because white women like Jenny he could get. Summit could not have scammed some 60-year-old black woman. But 60-year-old Jenny, got it. Okay, so I changed my mind on Summit. He likes Jenny. Like, they have something real. He loves her. They have something real. I'm shocked, but I'm happy for the both of them. I'm happy that two people could find love. And now I want it to work. I do. I really, really want it to work because I feel like he really loves this woman. He really, really does. Even when he was talking to his friends who were like, what? He got good friends because his friends was like, what are you doing, man? Like, they asked the right questions, especially that friend and the camo. Hey, what's your Instagram? But they were really concerned for him and they asked him the right questions. And the tall friend was just like, this is how it goes, okay? You got to be from the community. How is Summit going to do this and not tell his parents? Because I don't think that the mom, I don't know. Do Indian people not do white people? Like, are y'all not like, can you not bring somebody white in the family? I don't know. Or like just somebody not Indian? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below if there's I don't know if they're big on intermarriage. I don't think so. Is that an American thing? It's barely an American thing. But I think that, yeah, they have to be from the same community. And I think the mom really wants, I don't know. I don't know if she would have still been bothered by Jenny with her not being Indian. But I think if Jenny was of childbearing age, I don't think the mother would have been as opposed to Jenny. I could be wrong. Let us sister know. I'm African American. I only know about the culture of my people. So I don't really know if that would have been okay, even if she was childbearing age. But Summit did say when my mom found out she was older, she was very upset. And then he starts crying over Jenny. And I'm like, oh, is this the real deal? I want them to win. I want this couple to work now. Wow. Wow. I've done a whole 180. It can happen. So wait, Tiffany now goes to her lawyer to see what she can do to get Ronald over here in America. And now she starts saying things about Ronald's criminal past that we didn't hear before. What is up with the stolen money? Is that the gambling stuff too? She wasn't really clear on that. And she said, oh, I don't really know all about it. And I'm like, girl, we need to know, because that's an American. Listen, I want to know what you're bringing over here. Listen, I'm normally very lackadaisical about our borders, but if you're bringing a South African thug to the United States, listen, we got to talk. What's his history? Child, and it seems like you don't even know the half of the things that he has done. He seems like he's some top level scammer, and we got enough going on over here already. Keep Ronald there unless y'all bring him here just to film for the show. After that, send Ronald back. We don't need no more roughnecks. Send him to Australia. Listen, sorry Australia, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know y'all that island. I'll be there looking for a Sonny Bill Williams. Evelyn is definitely tricking Corey. Because first of all, he's taking her to her flight and he's talking about, oh, I'm going to miss you or whatever. She's just like, well, I'm not going to miss this place. She was like, if you want to make it work with me, you got to come to Ecuador and you got to learn Spanish. You got to be amongst the people, not just all up under me. Listen, she's bringing her bank to Ecuador, but she don't want to be bothered with it. And the way she was like talking to him and bossing him around, I was like, oh, Corey. Yeah, bro. She got you. She got you. And then, did y'all hear this? Are you going to send me back to Ecuador with no money? Oh, girl, you good. You good. So Jenny goes to meet with her friends, and like normal friends, they're concerned for her. They're just like, you're older, you're moving over there to India to be with somebody very young. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. Then one of her friends said, you don't know what his family, the lengths that his family will go to not make this relationship happen. You know what? That hit me. That hit me in my chest. Earlier in this episode, Summit was crying and talking about all the stuff that his mother did so that he could not be with Jenny. And I was just like, you know what? That's something that Jenny should really think about. Because when she goes over there, she doesn't have any protection besides Summit, and she can't be with him 24/7. And she said that when she went there last time, she stayed with his family. Listen, you're going to where he's from. His family gonna find him, especially that mother. So I was just like, you know what? That's something to really think long and hard about. And the only reason why that struck me is because I now believe this couple. I think that they are the real deal. She stayed with that man for 4 months. He was booed up with her for 4 months. You can't scam like that. Nicole can't get Azan in the room. Jenny got Summit in a whole apartment for 4 months. This is the real deal. And I get that Jenny's friends are concerned, but I'm like, you know what? This woman has found love. Let her go get it. But keep watch. Keep watch on your friend, because I'm concerned too. So the episode ends with Paul going nuts at the airport. Listen, I get it. I felt everything that man was going through, because he gets there and he's ready to go see his wife and his unborn child. While he's there, the agent says, oh, it's an embargo. You can only take 2 bags. He needs to take everything because he's not coming back. And his mom is just like, well, you got to leave something. She ain't trying to, she's not trying to help out at all. She's just like, well, what you going to do? Because you got to go to Brazil, right? And I'm just like, man. Especially when you're like at the airport and something is going wrong with your flight or whatever, you don't feel like nobody talking to you because you're in such a rage. You got to get yourself together. She is trying to help, but he's so enraged right now. It's not being very productive. And Paul was like, well, I guess I have to stay here for 30 more days. And his mom was like, oh, no. I think she would want to see you. The mother just want her house back. She was crying. She was about to put her son on the plane. She had already, got over the fact that her son was leaving. And now she was ready to live her life single, sexy, and free. But now she got Paul for 30 more days. So she was not here for it. And then in the car ride back home, Paul is just going off on her. And again, it wasn't fair and it wasn't right to do to your mother. But I understood. I have flown often and it can be a total nightmare. Especially when you get there and something changes and there's nothing you can do about it. I get it. I get it. So I understood where Paul was coming from. Let's get into this season preview. It looks good. I'm here for it. I really enjoyed this first episode. Is the show always going to be 2 hours? Because I'm exhausted. If the show is always going to be 2 hours, I don't know if I'm going to do a live reaction every time. I was like, oh, this is exhausting. Listen, if the show was 2 hours, just know I'm going back to my notes. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first episode. The rest of the season looks really good, and I will be here to review it. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you soon for another review of something else. Thank you so much for supporting me, guys. Love you much. Bye. And stay tuned for my vacation vlog. I cannot wait to share that. I'm actually packing up right now, and I'll be on the plane tomorrow. So look out for that. I'll probably post that sometime later next week. See you soon. Bye.